that. So we read, and I learned so much, I have to say. I mean, these are not things, many of the points, some of the points I actually hadn't really noticed before. Because his glories are so boundless. And when you're hearing from someone like Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, who is a pure Rasik, Mahabhagavat, Rupanuga Vaishnava, who is not hiding anything, who is not withholding in his description of what this process is, this process that we're following in the Hare Krishna movement, this process which is being handed down to all the acharyas in this Rupanuga line, coming down through Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and his servants, his pure followers. So this is pure Rupanuga line. But the Rupanuga line has to be understood, because many persons like to say, we're Rupanugas. Of course, we've heard Gurudev say this many times. But to really truly understand whether or not you can call yourself or consider yourself to be a Rupanuga Vaishnava, that's the big thing. And very, very few are actually Rupanuga Vaishnavas. What are the criterion? That's what Gurudev makes very clear in his lectures. He has come to give opportunity to all the Vaishnavas throughout the whole world who have come into this line through our contemporary living day acharyas and received diksha, received initiation into this line. Gurudev has come to give that, to the opportunity to everyone. All of our acharyas have come to give the opportunity. Our beloved Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he gave the book of Rupa Goswami to the whole world in the form of Nectar of Devotion, which is his translation and summary study of Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And from that, we began to understand why and how do we follow this process? So Srila Prabhupada, he gave actually everything in that book, but in a summary form. The first part, however, which is dealing with sadhana bhakti, he gave quite verbatim. But yet, to understand the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, we have to carefully examine the various shlokas which comprise the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which are given by Srila Rupa Goswami. We also have to understand who Srila Rupa Goswami is, what kind of contribution he actually made in this world. We can recite the verse of Narottam Das Thakur where he glorified Srila Rupa Goswami, and we try to do that when we, especially on such days as this, and especially when we go there to Vrindavan and Sri Sri Radha Damodar temple, and we prostrate ourselves before the holy Bhajan Kutir and Samadhi of Srila Rupa Goswami. Especially then, we try to utter these words: Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale. Yes. Who is it that gave the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam. He established in this world, Bhutale means here, in this world, he established the mission to fulfill Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's inner heart's desire. This is called the Manobhishtam. Manobhishtam. Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam. It is that person, that Rupa Goswami. Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. When, oh when, will that person, Srila Rupa Goswami, bestow the dust of his lotus feet, bestow his mercy upon us? Padantikam, the shelter of his lotus feet. Pada antikam. When will that take place? This is a very big, great anticipation to actually receive that padantikam, that shelter of the lotus feet of Rupa Goswami. Because if we one day do succeed to achieve that, we will achieve everything that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to bestow upon the jivas. But without that shelter of his lotus feet, impossible. Never can be done. So, in this way, we have spent our last two classes in trying to absorb what our beloved Gurudev has given to us, so that on this day, on this disappearance day, we can have some degree of appreciation and anticipation for the mercy of Srila Rupa Goswami. Today we will also read. We will read some katha of our Gurudev, because we also should read about Julan. That's very short, it's not very long. But included in his two lectures on Julan, he also again begins to describe Srila Rupa Goswami. And it's interesting because in each and every lecture, although he mentions sometimes the same verses or the same points, but he mentions them in a completely unique way that you didn't appreciate before. So in this way, we are so fortunate that we have come in this line, and Gurudev told that. I read that the other day and emphasized it. That Gurudev personally said, yes, we are so fortunate that in this life, that first of all, we are so fortunate that in this world, the mission of Srila Rupa Goswami and this sampradaya coming down from him are present today in this world. That's the first thing. We are so fortunate that this is present in this world. But the second thing is, we have actually come to this mission. That good fortune, to come to this mission, is so incredibly incalculable good fortune. We cannot imagine. So we have to try to imagine, because we're still bounded here by this temporary world of Maya. Within the limitations of this world, our mind is still roaming and so forth, and our senses still attempting. But once we come into Rupa Goswami's actual teachings, his actual process, beginning with Upadeshamrita, Srila Gurudev emphasized that in a few of the different lectures, beginning with Upadeshamrita, everything he put there, how to actually practice this process. So, you know, the standard famous shlokas, like the introductory shloka on bhakti. What is bhakti? Anyabilashita shunyam. Then, how to follow this process. The preliminary shlokas of the Sri Upadeshamrita, leading up to, then, finally, the 8th shloka, and how to absorb in the 8th shloka. These are very high bars, you know. But you can't come to the 8th shloka, which Gurudev says is the culmination verse. Although there's 3 more shlokas, but this is the culmination verse of Upadeshamrita. And you can't come to that 8th shloka. Coming means apply it in your life. You cannot do unless you follow the first 7 shlokas. Impossible. No one has ever done it. No one will ever do it without following Upadesh Amrita of Rupa Goswami. So that one little book and these few small number of shlokas are actually, potentially, they can give us everything. And then he says, and then after that, then you read and follow Manasiksha of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, which is exactly giving. Raghunath Das Goswami is giving the essence of what Srila Rupa Goswami received from Mahaprabhu, and what Srila Rupa Goswami distributed in so many of his innumerable writings and literatures. But the Manasiksha, it's the essence of that. So, it's not just another Acharya's appearance or disappearance day. This is the Acharya. So today we want to glorify and hear more about Srila Rupa Goswami. But on this day, we must chant the song that is the highest depiction of the mood of the Rupa Nuga Vaishnavas in worshipping Srila Rupa Goswami. What Srila Rupa Goswami's lotus feet, Sri Rupa Manjari Pada, what his lotus feet mean to these great personalities in the Rupa Nuga line. So first of all, we're going to sing that song, Sri Rupa Manjari Pada. Everyone find it on your phones and sing along and try to enter into the meaning of that song. Sri Rupa Manjari Pada. Okay, so before we sing the song, I'm going to read briefly the translation of this song. The lotus feet of Sri Rupa Manjari are my treasure, Mora Sampada. They are the sole object of my bhajan and my worship. Say more bhajana pujan. Say more pranadana. Her lotus feet, Sri Rupa Manjari's lotus feet, are the pranadhana, meaning they are the wealth of my entire life. Say more abharana. They are my ornament of my very life. Abharana, ornament. And not only all of this, say more jivaner jivan. Jivaner jivan means they are the very life of my life. Say more rasanidhi, say more vanchasiddhi. Her lotus feet are the treasure house of rasa, rasanidhi. Her lotus feet are vanchasiddhi, are the attainment of all of my desires, more vanchasiddhi. Say more vedera dharama. And they are actually the conclusion of all the Vedas. Say vrata, say tapa, say more mantra japa. Her lotus feet are the goal of all of my vratas, of all of my vows. Say tapa, all of my austerities, her lotus feet. say more mantra japa. And the very object of my japa, my recitation of mantras, say more dharma karama. Dharma and karama means they are the purpose of all of my dharma karama, all of my religious activities. So now he's talking about vidhi. What is vidhi? Vidhi means providence, our destiny. Anukul hobe vidhi se pade hoibe siddhi nirakibo e dui nayane. When vidhi, when providence becomes anukul, favorable, sepade hoibe siddhi, I shall attain Sri Rupa Manjari's lotus feet. And then nirakibo e dui nayane, and I will behold her two lotus feet with my eyes. Se Rupa Madhuri Rashi Prana Kuvalaya Shashi. Se Rupa Madhuri Rasi means that the abundant sweet beauty, Madhuri Rashi, the abundant sweet beauty of Sri Rupa Manjari's lotus feet, they will shine like the moon upon the blue lotus of my heart. Pran Kuvalaya Shashi. Shashi means moon. Pran Kuvalaya means the moon of my very heart. Those two lotus feet, the sweet beauty, abundant beauty of Sri Rupa Manjari's lotus feet will shine like the moon upon the blue lotus of my heart, causing that my heart to blossom. Prapulita. Prapulita means to blossom, like the moon is shining on the lotus flower, causing it to blossom and open. Yes. And causing it to blossom in jubilation, both day and night. That means at every moment. Prapulita habe nishidine. Both day and night. That Sri Se Rupa Madhuri Rashi, that shining of lotus feet of Rupa Manjari, they will cause the lotus flower of my heart to blossom. And in this way, I will be fully overwhelmed in jubilation, both day and night. And the final shloka of Srila Narottam Das Thakur, he's expressing his mood of intense separation. Listen to how he expresses this mood. Tua adarshana ahi. What does ahi mean? Snake. Not seeing you, adarshan. Not seeing you. Not seeing your beautiful lotus feet is like a snake. Garale jaralo dehi. Garale jaralo dehi means that a snake has corroded, infected my body with poison. Your separation is like a snake that has bitten me, and my entire body is corroded with poison. Oh, ha Prabhu. Oh, when, oh Rupa Goswami. Ha Prabhu Korodoya. Deho more padachaya. Ha Prabhu Korodoya. Deho more padachaya. Alas, oh Srila Rupa Goswami, be merciful. Deho more padachaya, and give me the shade of your lotus feet. There, Narottam is taking shelter. Narottam loyalo sharana. So this is the song. We are familiar with the fact that our most exalted Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in his final hours, he wanted to hear this song sung in the presence of all the disciples there. And he called upon Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj to sing this song. And Srila Sridhar Maharaj was taken back, surprised a little bit, because generally he was not one of the Vaishnavas who was a kirtan leader, although he was certainly capable of singing kirtan, but there were others who were usually called upon, and their singing and their chanting was very much loved by Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. One of them was none other than Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, who was still brahmachari at that time. What was his brahmachari name again?
Pranavananda Brahmachari. Pranavananda Brahmachari. Pranavananda. Pranav Ananda.
Oh yeah, Pranava Ananda. Yeah, Pranava Ananda. Brahmachari. So when Srila Prabhupada gave that instruction, then naturally Srila Sridhar Maharaj would have to follow that instruction, and so he began to sing the song Sri Rupa Manjari Pada, which we are about to sing. But he says, when he tells the story, he began to sing it in a kind of hesitating way. Like, am I really supposed to be doing that? You know, like that. And so after he had sung short, then he was stopped from singing by, I think it was the secretary of Srila Prabhupada, Kunja Bihari Prabhu at that time, who later became Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Maharaj, that because it was evident to the devotees as well that he was singing in a kind of not very confident way, you know what I mean? So they stopped him, and then they elected that Pranavananda Brahmachari should sing, because he was always singing, even on radio programs. He was very sweet, beautiful singing voice. So then he began to sing the song, and Srila Sridhar Maharaj stopped. But within a couple of moments, Srila Prabhupada stopped him from singing. He said, I do not want to hear the melody or the tune. I want to hear Sridhar Maharaj sing this song. And then he began to sing with great confidence, but feeling himself still to be so lowly and unqualified, which was exactly the mood that Srila Prabhupada wanted to hear. So, after that incident, all of the disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada understood that this one, yes, he's very, very exalted, and his moods and his temperament and everything are exactly what Prabhupada wanted to hear in his final hours, to hear this song sung by him. Yes. But then, I'll just add this last part. I want to hear what you have to say also. So, after that, the collective of the disciples who were there, particularly after he sang that on the same day, they began to express what they experienced while he was singing that song. How did they view this scene taking place? And they expressed that we felt that Prabhupada at that time was giving entrance into the kunja of Rupa Manjari to Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. They said that. Then, when he was alerted to them that was what they witnessed, how they interpreted what they witnessed and so forth, he denied. He said, no, I don't see that he has given me a qualification by this to be given entrance into the kunja of Rupa Manjari and execute service there within the kunja. But what I feel is that he gave me some post outside the kunja for guarding these conceptions. And that's why his name was given Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar. So, something?
Just one thing.
Can you put the mic closer because I'm not hearing?
Yeah. Just one thing I heard Bodhayan Maharaj say, Bhakti Vibhuti Bodhayan Maharaj, is he would say, how do we know this pastime that Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj was singing it and then that he was stopped? The way that we know this is because Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj loved to tell this story. He was so proud of this story.
Yes.
Because he was proud.
He also wrote it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It gave him the most joy that Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada stopped him.
Yes.
And gave all the, that's how much he loved to glorify his confidence.
Incredible. Yeah. Yeah. Not only that, he worshipped the lotus feet of Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, although he was senior in coming to Prabhupada by something like about 7 years senior. But he always considered Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj to be in stature so far superior to himself in terms of his depth of realization that he considered Srila Sridhar Maharaj to be his own Siksha Guru. Mm-hmm. He admitted and wrote that even. Yeah. So our Rupanuga Acharyas of the modern day, and especially we are so fortunate to be in this line coming from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and there are very prominent personalities in that line, his direct disciples, who were highly, highly exalted in their bhajan, in their realization, in their service, in their surrender, in every single way. We can name our illustrious personalities like Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, our Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj, our Bhakti Balabhatirtha Maharaj and his Guru Maharaj,
Bhakti
Dayata Madhav Maharaj. Sometimes I go blank on it. Bhakti Dayata Madhav Goswami Maharaj. And all these personalities, they were very intimate associates of one another. Even some pastime had taken place where there was some quarreling. But they were all incredibly exalted personalities. They're Rupanuga Vaishnavas. They had been given entrance into the highest domain of Sri Rupa Manjari's seva. How Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj expresses in his final chapter they included a lecture of his glorifying Srila Rupa Goswami. That final chapter is in Sri Guru and His Grace. And the title of it is The Line of Sri Rupa. The Line of Sri Rupa. But that presentation is so incredibly extraordinary because he takes us from the first steps in making an attempt to go higher than this mundane world and all the different levels. But finally bringing us to what is our actual goal? What is our actual goal? Is our goal Krishna? Is that our goal? Is Krishna our goal, to attain Him? To attain that position in the eternal realm where Krishna is there? But is that our final goal? Is that our home where we will be situated? No. Then he brings us to the place of the Gana, of the personalities who surround Srimati Radharani, her group. But then he also says, but is that our final? Is that where our Atma will rest there eternally? No, there's something further. There's something further. And that is actually our final attainment. And where is that? That is the lotus feet of Rupa Manjari and his group of maid servants. That's the final attainment. You cannot tell this to beginning level persons who are in the beginning stages of coming to this line through being made aware of the teachings of Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. That is the preliminary, necessary schooling that must take place in order to become situated in this pathway of bhakti. And then Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is giving everything. The complete, full-fledged theism. That's the term that was always used, But even there in the Srimad Bhagavatam, this confidential area is not openly proclaimed. Not openly proclaimed. Then we come to the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Charitamritam. And he is the personality who is Krishna himself now, descending to taste Unnata Ujjvala Rasa of Srimati Radharani. But did he distribute? Did he actually personally give what he came to give to the jivas? Did he directly give it to the jivas? This is the thing that has to be understood. No. That's what I've come to see more clearly than ever by the readings that we've done in the last few days, and to deeply consider this. Even Mahaprabhu didn't give. And then he even starts to tell that all these personalities of that realm, Srimati Radhika herself, Lalita Vishaka, all the different exalted associates, and what they are personally experiencing in their exchanges with Krishna, their pastimes with Krishna, what they're experiencing and tasting. Have they told? No. He uses the word, they're like dumb, not speaking. He gives an example. Just like Shamala, she comes into Srimati Radhika's room in the morning time. And she has a certain relationship with Radhika, that she can speak quite freely with her. So she is very much desiring that Radhika should narrate what happened last night with Krishna. And Radhika says, I was there, Krishna came, and I saw him, but then I fainted, and I don't know anything that happened after that. Will she tell? No, not even Radhika will tell. Will Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tell? Did Ramananda Roy tell? No, they didn't tell. When Ramananda Roy was going to go to a certain topic, Mahaprabhu put his hand on his mouth. Did Sanatana Goswami tell? No. He told so much, was empowered to tell so much. But there's only one personality who actually told and revealed everything, and that is Rupa Goswami. He could only do this by the empowerment of Mahaprabhu, who specifically empowered him to do exactly that, to give what Mahaprabhu himself would not give, could not give, which is his entire mission. His entire mission. Because the mission is the process. It is the knowledge. Everything combined together is the mission. But Mahaprabhu only came and tasted. But he did not directly distribute what he came to distribute. Unnata Ujjvala Rasa Swa Bhakti Shriyam. He did that through Rupa Goswami. That is the uniqueness. I couldn't understand for so many years this. I could appreciate to some extent and worship Sri Rupa Manjari Pada, but how this was revealed by Gurudev in his Katha, now it's real clear. Why was Rupa Goswami called the personality who fulfilled the Monobhishtam of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? By establishing what? His mission in this world. Stapitam Yena Bhutale. And that was through his books, through his writings. Yes, through his writings. And Gurudev comments and he explains that Rupa Goswami, he saw everything because he's Rupa Manjari. So he saw everything. Rupa Manjari has witnessed all the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. But not only did he witness, and that's why Gurudev said, Rupa Manjari will not reveal everything in this world, but Rupa Goswami, he will reveal. So, that's it. Can this be told to brand new bhaktas? Will they ever be able to understand brand new bhaktas? Never. And, this is the speciality of the Rupanuga Sampradaya. So, boldly, our Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, who had cultivated his entire life on this planet, all these deep levels of bhajan and realization and the blessings of all the acharyas, he was the one that was picked. And our Prabhupada also pointed him out. Yes. You should listen to Narayan Maharaj. How that came to pass. These are all pastimes. These are all leelas of these great personalities. Even with so much opposition. But still, he gave. And he gave all throughout the whole world. 15 years. Non-stop. And he gave all of his essential books, that if we read those books and we have some appreciation and we try to apply it in our lives, what will take place? Then we will be able to somewhat understand and then understand that we have to read the other books. We'll have to read the other books. No, it's just that microphone. He already kind of... Which other books? Gurudev gave certain essential books. There's a list. If you read those books, after reading Prabhupada's books and Srila Sridhar Maharaj, and you read those books, you'll come to understand that, okay, now I'm aware of what has to be done, to some extent, of what I have to do in this life and in the next life and however many lives. This is it. But what Gurudev did was he opened up the treasure chest of also being able to develop the necessary ruchi and taste and appreciation and adhikar that we can read the books of our acharyas. Did Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, want that all those books should be made available? Absolutely. He directly said it. Directly. And therefore, some of his disciples started to study Sanskrit, and they made some effort to give. And that's continuing and continuing on and on and on. And then some more qualified disciples, I'm not mentioning names, then they began to translate. And in the present day, there's so many. So they're being made available. But if someone did not have the association and is not trying to follow the process of sincerely doing bhajan, they will not be able to really enter into those books. They can read them. And a lot of those books are very appreciable. What are we talking about? We're talking about Govinda Lilamritam. We're talking about Krishna Bhavanamritam. These are the books Gurudev is mentioning in his lectures. That these personalities, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Krishnadas Kaviraj, how did they write those books? Because they, through the mercy of Rupa Goswami, they could write those books. Whatever was given, Gurudev said, by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, it was through the mercy of Rupa Goswami that was given. Otherwise, they could not give. So in this way, this is just a little kind of a side note, quite a long side note, on having some appreciation of who this personality is, Srila Rupa Goswami Pad. So I think we'll sing the song now, and then we'll go on with our particular selective reading of Srila Rupa Goswami's glories from the lotus mouth of Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj and a few other acharyas as well. So we'll sing now Sri Rupa Manjari Pada. You can.
Shirupa Manjari Pada Hashe Mora Sampada
Shirupa Manjari Pada Se Mora Sampada
Hashe Mor Bhajana Pujana
Se Mor Bhajana Pujana
Hashe Mora Prana Dhana Hashe মোর আভরণ
সে মোর প্রাণধন সে মোর আভরণ
সে মোর জীবনের জীবন
সে মোর জীবনের জীবন
সে মোর জীবনের জীবন
সে মোর জীবনের জীবন
সে মোর সনিধি সে মোর বাঞ্ছা সিদ্ধি
ও সে মোর রসনিধি সে মোর বাঞ্ছা সিদ্ধি
সে মোর বেদের ধরম
সে মোর বেদের ধরম
সে ব্রত সে তপ সে মোর মন্ত্র জপ
সে ব্রত সে তপ সে মোর মন্ত্র জপ
সে মোর ধরম করম
সে মোর ধরম করম
সে মোর ধরম করম
সে মোর ধরম
অনুকূল হবে বিধি সে পরে হইবে সিদ্ধি
অনুকূল হবে বিধি সে পদে হইবে সিদ্ধি
মনে রাখিব এ তুই নয়নে
রাখিব এই দুই নয়নে
রাখিব এ তুই নয়নে
রাখিব এই দুই নয়নে
সে রূপ মাধুরে রাশি সে ও প্রাণ শশী
সে রূপ মধুরী রাশি প্রাণ কুবলয় শশী
সে রূপ মাধুরী রাশি প্রাণ বলয় শশী
ও সে রূপ মাধুরী রাশি প্রাণা কুবলয় শশী
প্রফুল্লিত হবে নিশি দিনে
প্রফুল্লিত হবে নিশি দিনে
প্রফুল্লিত হবে নিশি দিনে
অপ্রফুল্লিত হবে নিশি দিনে
তুয়ায় দর্শনয়াহি গরলে চারল দেহি
চুয়ায় দর্শনয়তি করলে জলর দেহি
চিরদিন তাপিত জীবন
চিরদিন তাপিত জীবন
চিরদিন তাপিত জীবন
চিরদিন তাপিত জীবন
হা হা প্রভু কর দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ ছায়া
প্রভু করো দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ ছায়া
প্রভু কর দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ ছায়া
প্রভু করো দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ ছায়া
নারোত্তম দোষরা
নরোত্তম লইল শরণ
প্রভু কর দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ ছায়া
প্রভু করো দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ ছায়া
প্রভু কর দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ ছায়া
প্রভু করো দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ ছায়া
নরোত্তম লইল শরণা
নরোত্তম লইল শরণ
হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে
হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে
হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে
রাম 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 হরে
হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে
হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে
হরে রাম রাম হরে হরে
হরে রাম 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 হরে
জয় রূপ গোস্বামী জয় রূপ গোস্বামী রূপ গোস্বামী জয় রূপ গোস্বামী
জয়
জয়
রূপ গোস্বামী জয় রূপ গোস্বামী গোস্বামী জয় রূপ গোস্বামী
জয় রূপ মঞ্জারি জয় শ্রী রূপ মঞ্জারি রূপ মঞ্জারি জয় শ্রী রূপ মঞ্জারি
জয় রূপ মঞ্জারি জয় রূপ মঞ্জারি Manjari, Jaya Rupa Manjari.
Jaya Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath, Jaya Rupa Raghunath,
Jaya Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath.
Jaya Narottama Thakur, Narottama, Narottama, Jaya Narottama,
Thakur Narottama, Thakur Narottama, Narottama, Thakur Narottama.
Jaya Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada.
Jaya Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada.
Jaya Swapashara Srila Prabhupada, Swapashara Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Swapashara
Srila Prabhupada, Swapashara Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada,
Jaya Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada.
Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva,
Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari
Nitai Gaur
Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari
Hari Hari
Hari.
Jai Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai. We should sing one more song. You can sing Yadi Gauranga Nahito. You can sing.
Now or after?
Yeah, now. Yeah.
Yadi. Y-A-D-I.
And you can read the translation before we sing. Or I'll do it. I'll read the translation. So this song, because without Gauranga Mahaprabhu there would not be any Rupa Goswami. There would not be any of our acharyas without Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Without Gauranga Mahaprabhu, we're going to hear in this song what would not be here in this universe. It's written by Srila Narahari Sarkar, personal associate of Mahaprabhu. And he's telling that if Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, if Sri Gauranga had not appeared, Gauranga Nahito, if he had not appeared, then tabe ki hoito, then what would have become of us? Kemo ne dorito de, how would we have survived? Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj liked this song a lot. He expressed this. How would we have gone on living, he said. Kemo ne dorito de, if Mahaprabhu had not come. And now Narahari Sarkar begins to list what we would have been missing. Radhar Mahima Prem Rasa Sima. The Radhara Mahima means the supreme glories of who would have known about in this world, Jagate Jana Toke, in this whole Jagat, who would have ever known Radhara Mahima? Meaning the ultimate final limit, Prem Rasa Sima. the glories of Srimati Radhika's Prem, which is the Prem Ras Sima, the end limit, the topmost limit. No one else ever saw it, ever will see it, ever will know about it, if Gauranga Mahaprabhu had not come. That's a pretty big thing. Pretty big contribution, huh? Now, he goes deeper and further. And he says, Madhura Vrinda Vipina Madhuri Provesh Chaturishar. Who could have entered? Provesh means to enter. Who could have been so intelligent they would have this chaturi, this insight, that they could enter into Madhura Vrinda Vipina, the sweet rapture of the forest of Vrinda Devi, namely Vrindavan. Who could have known about this? Who could have entered? Who could have appreciated and experienced this? And then, Varaja Yuvati Bhaver Bhakati. Varaja Yuvati means the damsels of Vraja, the gopis, the young, beautiful, paramour beloveds of Krishna. Who could have ever entered into that mood of theirs, Varaja Yuvati Bhavera Bhakati, into their bhavs, their moods, to render loving service to the divine couple as they do? Who could have entered Shakati Hoi Tekar? Who is there that would have had the power, the ability to go diving deep into that? No one would have known if Mahaprabhu had not come, even though it's there in Srimad Bhagavatam from 5,000 years ago. But if Mahaprabhu didn't appear 500 years ago, no one could have appreciated and entered into that. So, therefore, Narahari Sarkar is telling us, with a very simple heart, Sarala Hoya Man, with a very sarala, very simple, humble heart, all of you should Gau Punak Puna Gaurangera Guna. All of you should again and again and again continually sing Gaurangera Guna, the qualities of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. You should always glorify and sing about his glorious qualities. And then he makes an observation. He says, Na deki jay ekajan. There's not a single person, not one single person in this world who has ever been seen, who can compare in terms of the E Bhavasagare Emona Doyal, this Doyal, this mercy that Mahaprabhu distributed. There has never been anyone in this world that has ever seen anyone or anything like it in this whole E Bhavasagare. That means the whole universe, all the time span of the universe. No, there ain't been anybody, nobody like Mahaprabhu. Now, as the Gauranga Bhakta that he is lamenting. Actually, he's teaching us how to lament. This is what Gurudev said when Rupa Goswami, in these lectures that we've been reading, he's written so many prayers, so many ashtakams, so many prayers. Why? He's written these prayers as if he has not yet rendered service to the divine couple, but he's anticipating and desiring to do so that we can sing those songs and enter into the moods of weeping. When will that day come? When will that day come? That's how our acharyas have written their songs. So he's expressing here that I am engaging myself in chanting Gauranga's name. Gauranga Bolia. I am chanting Gauranga's name. Nagenu Galia. But my heart, it has not melted. What's wrong? Something's wrong. This is a serious matter, because we just heard about Gauranga and how much he is unique. But Narahari Sarkar is thinking, just see my unfortunate position, that even though I'm chanting Gauranga's name, my heart is not melted. In such a condition, why do I even go on trying to maintain this body? Kemone Dori Nude. Why am I going on trying to maintain this body? He asked that question in the beginning of the song. Did he not? He said that if Gauranga had not come, how could we go on living? How could we have maintained ourselves? But now he's singing that I'm so unfortunate that even though Gauranga has come, and even though I'm singing Gauranga's name, but my heart is not melted. So how can I go on? Kemone Dori Nude. How can I go on maintaining this body, this life? And then he condemns himself. Narahari hiya pashanadiya. Does Narahari have a heart? No. He doesn't have a heart in that space within the skeleton of this body. He doesn't have a heart because a stone has been given in place of a heart for this Narahari. So Kemone Goriache. How can I go on in this condition? Kemone Goriache. What will I do? How can I deal with this? So, Gurudev told in his lectures, we'll have to weep. Actual weeping, not pretend weeping, not imitation weeping, not trying to convince everyone how great devotees we are. We'll actually have to weep. That's the only way. We will have to say these prayers. We will have to sing these songs from the core of our heart with genuine moods of feeling ourselves to be so unfortunate. When we weep in that way, Gurudev says, then Radhika will hear you. She'll hear you then. Krishna will hear you. Mahaprabhu will hear you. Our acharyas and Rupa Goswami, they'll hear you. That's the only way. There isn't a roundabout, shortcut, or different process, that different pathway. No, this is it. But how to do it? How to actually do it? That is the big question. That will not come with a mediocre level of dedication. No. That will not come by acquiring so much knowledge and gyan and memorization of so many shlokas and so forth. It will not come by that. It will only come when our heart is devoid of Anya Abhilash, and we sing and realize how utterly, utterly hopeless we are without their mercy. Right? How hopeless our situation is without their mercy. That's what he's expressing here. Our beloved Param Gurudev, he also expressed that at the end of his Mangalartik song. The disciples, they like to modify his expression, but actually, I remember Srila Trivikram Maharaj didn't like that.
Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj also.
Yeah, they didn't like that they would They would either not sing his actual words and replace it with others, or they would sing his words, but then after that, then they would... What are those words? How's that go?
Abhaga.
Huh? How does it start, that last verse in the Mangalartik song? I can't get the meter in my mind. Can you remember? Okay, so Mangala Shri Guru Gaura Mangala. So Mangala Aroti Kore Bakatera Gan Abhaga Keshava Kohe Nama Samkirtan. So what does abhaga mean?
Unfortunate.
Someone that doesn't have bhagya, good fortune. Unfortunate. Here's this personality of the topmost level, and he's expressing that, yes, I'm singing this Mangalartik song along with all the bhaktas, but this Keshava is very unfortunate. Abhagav Keshava Kohe Nam Samkirtan. I am singing Nam Samkirtan, but I'm very unfortunate. So, we should appreciate that, because they actually entered into those moods in order to write those songs for us, to teach us how we'll have to cultivate these moods in our sadhan bhajan. Alright, so we'll sing this song now. Jadi Gauranga Nahito, Tabe Ki Hoito.
Jadi Gauranga Nahito Tabe ki hoito ke mone dhorito de Jadi Gauranga Nahito Tabe ki hoito ke mone dorito de Radhara Mahima Prema Rasa Sima 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 Jagat Janato Ke O Jagate Janato Ke Amadur Vrinda Vipina Madhuri Madhura Vrinda Vipina Madhuri Pravesha Chaturi Asar Pravesha Chaturi Sar Baraja Juvati Bhavira Bhakati Baraja Yuvati Bhavira Bhakati Shakati Hoito Kara Shakati Hoito Kara Gao Puna Puna Gaurangir Guna Gao Puna Puna Gaurangir Guna সরল হইয়া মন
সরল হইয়া মন
ওয়ে ভব সাগরে এমন দয়ালে
এ ভব সাগরে এমন দয়ালা
ভব সাগরে এমন দয়ালে
এ ভব সাগরে এমন দয়ালা
না দেখি যে
ও না দেখি যে একজন
গৌরাঙ্গ বলিয়া না কেন গলিয়া কে মনে ধরিনো দে
গৌরাঙ্গ বলিয়া নগেনু গলিয়া কে মনে ধরিনু রে
নার হরে পাশান দিয়া
নর হরিয়া পাশানা দিয়া
কে মনে করিয়াছে কে মনে করিয়াছে
ও নর হরিয়া পাশানা দিয়া কে মনে করি আছে কে মনে করি আছে
যদি গৌরাঙ্গ নাই তো তবে কি হইত কে মনে ধরিত দে
যদি গৌরাঙ্গ নহিত তবে কি হইত কে মনে ধরিত রে
রাধার মাহিমা প্রেম রস সীমা
রাধার মাহিমা প্রেম রস সীমা
রাতে জানা তোকে
জগতে জানত কে
জয় সচিনন্দন জয় গৌরা হরে সচিনন্দন জয় গৌরা হরে জয়
সচিনন্দন জয় গৌর হরে সচিনন্দন জয় গৌর হরে
জয় রাধে জয় কৃষ্ণ জয় রাধে জয় কৃষ্ণ
জয় রাধে জয় কৃষ্ণ জয় রাধে জয় কৃষ্ণ
হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি
জয় গৌর
বল
হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল মহামন্ত্র
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hare
Jai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo, Shri Sachinandana Gaura Hari Ki Jai, Shri Nityananda Mahajana Ki Jai, Shri Pancha Tattva Ki Jai, Hari Nam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Jai Srila Rupa Goswami Pada Ki Jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Shyam. So of course, the kirtan of such a disappearance day like this really should go on for hours and hours and days. But we are trying our best. So, like I mentioned, I wanted to read Gurudev's brief introduction to Julan Yatra, which began yesterday, and which we are observing for 5 days, ending on Monday for Baladev Purnima. So this is given by Srila Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj on the 8th of August in 2003. And this was the disappearance day of Srila Rupa Goswami. The venue is Rup Sanatan Gaudiya Math in Vrindavan. So there's a brief introduction here that every year there is a 5-day festival all over Vrindavan. What is it called? Julan Yatra. What is the meaning of the word Julan? Do you know? What is the meaning of the word Julan? Swing, yes. So, swing festival, Julan Yatra, in Vrindavan. So, when this takes place, as we witnessed yesterday here on the gigantic swing that has been erected in the temple room. Did you see it yet? Oh, it's really beautiful. But this is referring to the swing, which is very famous in Vrindavan, because it's a very elaborate and very huge swing also. At where? Rup Sanatan Gaudiya Math. Right in front of Srila Rupa Goswami's deity there. And when that festival takes place, then at that time, the Vijay Vigraha. The Vijay Vigraha means not the large deities, because they cannot be moved. But the smaller deities are called Vijay Vigrahas. And they can come off of the altar, and they can be taken here and there for various occasions. So on this day, they're brought off the altar, and they're placed upon that swing. And then later on in the evening, or in the afternoon also, twice a day, in the morning time and then in the afternoon, before the evening artik, they're placed again on the swing and then put back on the altar after. So which deities? The deities of Shri Shri Radha Krishna, Radha Vinod Bihari. And they're placed there, and they are swung by everyone. Everyone can get a chance to swing the deities by pulling the rope. A very long rope is attached to the julan, to the swing. And everyone can have the opportunity to swing Radha and Krishna and their gopis and associates. In Rup Sanatan, they especially have a lot of smaller, like gopis, surrounding Radha and Krishna. And here is saying that there are hundreds of thousands of Brijbasis and other people all over Vrindavan, in the various temples, in their homes, and on a beautiful swing attached to long ropes, everyone is pulling. So this swing ceremony is very important because this is leading into Srila Rupa Goswami's disappearance day, but also this has gone on from thousands of years. That Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan at this time period, which is a very specific time period, we'll hear Gurudev talking about that, the season and all of that. So the deities are swung all over Vrindavan, and Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj, every year he would lead this festival at Sri Keshavji Gaudiya Mat and at Sri Rup Sanatan Gaudiya Mat. And at that time he would give a short talk about the significance of this festival. So how many of you have already pulled the rope and swung the deities? I mean, yesterday, starting yesterday. You did? At Devananda Gaudiya Mat. Ah, okay. I'll have to go and see their swing.
Amazing. It's amazing.
Inside of the Kirtan Hall?
No, outside, outside of Bharam Gurudev's Bhajan Kutir and Srila Bhajan Kutir, that area there?
You mean upstairs?
No, outside.
Where?
Outside, like on the bottom, like on the ground floor, in the middle of the area.
You mean in the middle of between where the temple is and that building where his Bhajan Kutir is there?
Yeah, just on the ground floor. It's underneath the tree, and they actually tie it directly to the big massive tree there.
Which tree? I don't remember there being a tree there. Like when you're circumambulating the temple, you're talking about.
Yeah, but then there's an entrance, and you go into the courtyard area.
From where? Entrance from where?
Behind the temple.
Behind the temple.
Yeah.
That area is like a garden area.
Yeah, that garden area.
Oh, that's where they put up the swing there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to go.
Yeah.
Definitely. But how many of you have pulled the rope for Thakurji yet? Because yesterday was the first day of Julan Yatra. Did you, Gauranga? No, but I'm saying yesterday was the first day that the swing was completed in the evening time. And that's when you have the opportunity to pull the swing. So you were there yesterday, right? In the evening, but you didn't pull the swing. Oh, you have to pull the swing. That is compulsory. You know what that means? Compulsory? Huh? Compulsory means it must be done. You don't have a choice to do it or not do it. Must be done. Don't miss it today or any of these next couple of days. Don't miss this ceremony, the pulling of the swing for Radha and Krishna. You can do it to your heart's content as many times as you want also. Okay? So now Srila Gurudev is explaining that in India, in the month of Shravan, the rainy season, that means now, this very time period, rainy season, what happens in this atmosphere of Vrindavan especially? He's describing what takes place, in the atmosphere, the climatic condition at that time. What happens is that the clouds in the sky, all the clouds in the sky begin to make a thundering sound. Do we hear that here also? Yes, we hear that. And then extremely fine, misty-like rain. It drizzles everywhere. And then Gurudev says the atmosphere in Vrindavan is very beautiful and pleasant, because after the heat of the summer months, it is very hot. So now everything begins to cool. So it is very pleasant, because at that time all the forests of Vrindavan, they begin to bloom. They begin to give forth flowers and so forth. And Gurudev says many types of flowers on both sides of the Yamuna, such as Beli, Chameli, Jui, and Madhavi. These are the four Gurudev always used to say. Beli, Chameli, Jui, Madhavi. Many types of flowers. They begin to bloom and blossom. And then what happens is that the bumblebees are looking here and there, everywhere. They're flying everywhere, looking. And what are they chanting? The bumblebees. Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe. And guess what other creatures? The cuckoo birds. They also call out, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe. Then the peacocks and the peahens, they all call out what? Keka! Keka! Of course, they do it in a peacock voice. But what does Keka mean? Gurudev is explaining. K, it also means who or which. Which male person has the ability to do a very wonderful thing? So the peacocks and the peahens, they're calling out, K! Who? Which particular male person has the ability to do a very wonderful thing? What is that? Oh, that person is able to crush that mountain of Srimati Radhika's man, because her man, her jealous anger, her sulky mood, it is so strong like a mountain. No one can break that. And also her shyness and her patience, they're like very tall, immovable mountain. But which male person, K, can crush that mountain into powder so that there is nothing left? This person is who? Sri Krishna. Only Krishna. Only that male person can do that. And another thing is that Ka. K-Ka. So Ka means which female person can also do a very wonderful thing. And what is that? There's a very powerful mad elephant. Powerful mad elephant. And his name is Sri Krishna, whom no one can control him. But one person, however, just like an elephant can be controlled by a particular instrument. Do you know what that instrument is called? An elephant goad. Have you seen pictures of an elephant goad? Yes. If you've ever seen pictures of Srimati Radhika's lotus feet and the symbols on her lotus feet, there's an elephant goad. It's a stick with a hook on the end. That's what is used by the elephant masters to control the elephant. But there's only one female person who can catch that elephant. Yes. That elephant, Sri Krishna, who no one can control. But there is one person who can catch that elephant because she has a very powerful instrument. She has an elephant goad, which is none other than what? Her man, her jealous anger. No one can use that instrument, manifest such an instrument, and catch that elephant. Bring him under her control, and then bind him in the shackle of her prema. Now, who is that person, that female person? It is Srimati Radhika. So in this way, the peacocks and the peahens, they glorify Srimati Radharani and Lord Krishna. Now, at the time of Shravan, the rainy season, everything becomes green. The summer was dry, but now the rain has come and all the greenery has come to life again. You know what I think of when I think of the changing of colors? Well, Srila Gurudev established in the Western world a particular place of pilgrimage up on a mountaintop. And what is that place called? New Braj, Badger, California. And how many hundreds of times I've driven, from the town, Visalia, and then you get to the base where you have to start going on the mountain road. And you're going through all these valleys and all these, and little up and up and up, you're going into the hills. So, actually most of the year there, it's dry. And it gets totally yellowish, like pale, whitish, yellowish. Everything is dry. But then, in the winter season, rain finally comes. It's a lot less rain than even comes in Vrindavan, actually. But it's sufficient rain for that particular region that all the trees and everything, they can survive. Fires also come. But point is that Gurudev is recounting how prior to the rainy season in Vrindavan, everything is dry. Everything is dry. So like there. But as soon as the rain begins to fall, the color completely changes. And it becomes really massively green all the way up. Right? We've seen that so many times. So everything becomes green. The summer was dry, but now the rain has come, and all the greenery has come to life again. So, what happens at that time? What is the custom in the society of Braj, Vrindavan? All the young brides, they are taken at this time from their mother-in-law's homes. Who takes them? Their brothers. Their brothers come because whenever a young maiden lady gets married in the Vedic culture and in the Braj culture at that time, then they don't live any longer in their father's house, but they're brought to their mother-in-law's homes. And now their mother-in-law teaches them so many things. How to do cooking and household chores, looking after the children, this, that. So these young brides, when this season comes, then their brothers, they come and bring them. They actually bring them to their mother's homes, to their father's homes. So from their mother-in-law's homes, then they're brought to their father's homes. Now Srimati Radhika, Gurdev is telling that she was still in her in-laws' home in Yavat. Who's her in-law? Who's her mother? Her mother-in-law. Radhika's mother-in-law? Jatila. Who's her sister-in-law? Kutila. Yes. So Srimati Radhika, so many days went by, and she was still there in Yavat at her mother-in-law's home, because her brother Sridham, he had not yet come. Srimati Radhika's brother is Sridham, one of Krishna's most intimate sakhas. So very much time passed by already, and then finally he arrived there on the full moon day. And he arrived carrying with him some clothing and some ornaments to pacify Srimati Radhika's mother-in-law, Jatila. And now, Srimati Radhika, seeing her brother, she began weeping. "Oh, my dear brother, why have you come so late? Only a few days remain of this Shravan month. Why did you come late? Did you forget me?" Then Srimati Radhika very happily left Yavat and went to Varshana, Vrishavanupur, with her brother. And there she met together with all of her Sakhis, her intimate friends, because they had also returned to their maternal homes at that time. And it was a very beautiful meeting and reunion in the place of their childhood play in Varshana. So now, at that time, the Sakhis, they made a julan, a swing for her. They always make the swing on a kadamba tree and not on a tamal tree. Do you know why? The significance of a kadamba tree is that it carries the complexion of Srimati Radhika. And the tamal tree has a complexion darker, like Sri Krishna. Also, the tamal tree is not very powerful, but the kadamba tree is very strong and very beautiful. And this signifies the superiority of Srimati Radhika. She can control Lord Krishna by her love. Yes. So, now comes the song. I don't remember the tune, but you know it. Jhula Jhule Radha Damodar Vrindavana Mein. So we can look up that song in our songbook and we can sing that song. Okay? Jhula Jhule. I'm going to look that up. It's an unknown author. They don't know who wrote this song. But this is in Braj Bhasha. This is in the dialect, the language that the Brijbasis speak in. So everyone can look that up on their phones and sing along with the kirtan. Jhula Jhule Radha Damodar Vrindavana Mein, Kaisi Chai Hariyali Ali Kunjana Mein. I'm just quickly reading. Did you find it? You found it? Okay. So I'm just reading quickly the translation. This is a very simple song. Radha and Damodar are swinging back and forth on a swing in Vrindavan. Oh friend, how lush is the greenery in the forest bowers. Iti nanda ko dularo uttabano ki dulari, jori lage ati pyari basi nainan me. On one side of the Julan is the dear son of Nanda, and on the other side is the dear daughter of Vrishabhanu Maharaj. They appear so charming together, I keep them within my sight. Jamuna ke kula pahira suranga dukula, taise kila rahe pula in kadambana me. On the bank of the Yamuna, they wear beautiful, colorful garments. Oh, how the flowers are blossoming on these kadamba trees. Gaur Shyama Ranga Ghana Damani Ke Sanga Bhai Akia Apanga Chavi Bhari Maname. Their respective golden and dark complexions resemble lightning on a dark cloud, and this sight fills my mind, and my eyes do not close. Radhe Mukha aur Naina Shyama ke Chakora Braja Gopin me Prem Dora Lagi Charanan me. Radha's face is like the moon, and Krishna's eyes, which are like those of a chakora bird, looks towards her. The Vraja Gopis praying is a rope binding Radha and Krishna's lotus feet. How beautiful this song. So now we're going to sing this song.
झूला झूले राधा दामोदर वृंदावन में
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 किसी छाय हरियाले आले कुंजन में
ऐसी छाई हरियाली आली कुंजन में
झूला झूले राधा दामोदर वृंदावन में झूला झूले राधा दामोदर
वृंदावन में
इत नंद को दुलारो उत भानु की दुलारी
इत नंद को दुलारो उत भानु की दुलारी
जोरी लागे अति प्यारी बसी नयनन में
जोरी लागे अति प्यारी बसी नयनम में
जमुना के कोल पहिर सुरंग दुकोल
जमुना के कुल पहिर सुरंग दुकुल
देसी खिला रहे फूल इन पदमन में
कैसे खिला रहे फूल इनका दमन में
राधे झूला झूले राधा दामोदर वृंदावन में
झूला झूले राधा दामोदर वृंदावन में
गौर श्याम रंग घन दामनी के संग
गौर श्याम रंग गन दामनी के संग
भाया किया अपंग छवि भरी मन में
भाया किया अपंग छवि भरी मन में
राधे मुख नयन श्याम के चको
राधे मुख नयन श्याम के चको
ब्रज गोपीन प्रेम डोरा लागी चरणन में
ब्रज गोपीन प्रेम डोरा लागी चरणन में
झूला झूले राधा दामोदर वृंदावन में
झूला झूले राधा दामोदर वृंदावन में
किसी चाय हरियाली आले कुंजन में
छाय हरियाली आली कुंजन में
झूला झूले राधा दामोदर वृंदावन में
झूला झूले राधा दामोदर वृंदावन में
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
राधा दामोदर राधे
जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे
जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे
जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय श्री झूलन यात्रा की जय राधा गोविंद फेस्टिवल की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. So, returning to Srila Gurudev's talk, he quotes this song, and he just told us that the Kadamba tree is very strong and beautiful. So that's why they put the swing on the Kadamba tree. And what does that signify? That signifies the superiority of Srimati Radhika, that she can control Lord Krishna by her love. So Gurudev is saying that we sing this kirtan at the time of swinging Shri Shri Radha and Krishna. And this kirtan describes how Krishna has come. How Krishna has come, and he is waiting at the swing. With folded palms, he's waiting for his beloved to come. And Srimati Radhika is in Man. And her Sakhis try to persuade her to come by saying, please give up your sulky mood and come at once to your beloved Krishna. He is waiting for you. So in this way, we are observing Julan Yatra and remembering the sweet pastimes of Shri Shri Radha and Krishna. Now, there's a second song, in which what Gurudev just described, because it only just gave that first verse of that first song. Well, how does that second song begin?
Radhe Jhulana Padaro
Huh?
Radhe Jhulana
Padaro. Okay, let's look that up also. At least we'll read the translation. Radhe Julana Padaro. Radhe Julana Padaro.
Comes right before it in the songbook.
Yes. Oh. Radhe. Here it is. Okay. So, Gurudev is also remembering and telling the devotees about this song, in which there has to be some coaxing. And the Sakhis, they're trying their level best to bring Radha to sit on the Julan. Radhe Julana Padaro Jukayai. What's the melody again?
Radhe Julana
Padaro Juka Ai Badara Juka Ai Badara Juka Ai Badara Radhe Julana Padaro Juka Ai Badara. So this is saying, oh Radhe, go and sit on the swing. The low rain clouds have come and they've filled the sky. Aisa mana nahi kije hata chodori ali
Tum to
Paramashayani Vrishabhanu Kilali. Oh, give up your sulky mood, oh friend. Don't be stubborn like this. You are the dear, highly intelligent daughter of King Vrishabhanu. Sajo sola shringara taro nainan kajara paharo sadi odo shyam chadara. Come, decorate yourself with 16 kinds of ornaments and line your eyes with kajal. Don your 5-colored sari and cover yourself with a thin, dark veil. Tero rasika pritama maga johate kado radhe jaha pagadar shyama naina daro. Your playful beloved is waiting for you on the path, O Radha. Wherever you place your feet, Shyam's eyes follow. Dari Rashama Dori Japai Jule Radha Gori Jaki Baya Gori Gori Pahare Hatan Gajara. Silken ropes are hung upon which fair Radha is swinging, and her golden arms are decorated with floral bracelets. So I think they would sing these two songs at Rup Sanatan, but I don't think they're singing it here.
Oh, they are?
Because they're not Hindi speaking.
One very interesting thing about this song, Jula Jule Radha Damodar, what we just went, Radhe Julana Padaro Juki Aya Bhadara. Gaura Sundar Prabhu, the Kirtaniya in Hawaii, Gaura Sundar Prabhu, he sent me a message and he found out the author of this song.
Oh.
And it is the grandson of Vithalacharya.
Really?
His name is Hari Raiji.
Hari?
Hari Raiji. Hari
Rai.
Hari
Rai Ji.
Yeah.
The grandson of Vithalacharya, which means the great-grandson of Vallabhacharya.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's a little bit different. I think like we added in some verses in this one, but it's basically like coming from that song.
These are both of the songs or just one of them?
Just the Radhe Julana Padharo Juki Aya Bhadara.
Ah.
It's a little bit different how he writes it. Instead of Radhe Julana Padharo Juki, it's Pyari Julana Padharo.
Oh yeah, I've heard them sing that too.
Okay.
Sometimes they sing Pyari.
Okay.
Yeah, or they interchange.
And instead of Sajo Sola Shringar Dharo, it's Sajo Sakala Shringar. There's like a few very like differences.
Oh, okay.
But basically he's the author.
Wow, that's wonderful to hear. So now we don't have to put no name there.
Yes.
Yeah, so that can be added.
Yes.
Well, how did he find that out?
He found it on a website and it has his name at the end and everything. So.
Wow. Okay. But the other one is also unknown author.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. So now, Gurudev says, so in this way, we are observing Julan Yatra, and we are remembering the sweet pastimes of Sri Sri Radha Krishna. So I want to point something out. Everybody listen carefully. We should understand how this festival, this Julan Yatra festival, is a very wonderful opportunity for us. Although our minds are not there, although we are not doing, intimate seva to the lotus feet of the divine couple. But if we meditate upon the meaning of these songs, and what Gurudev has just described, the season and the peacocks and all of this, then when we are actually physically pulling the swing of Radha and Krishna, we can try to do it with some further sweetness mood in our heart. So sweetness mood of devotion for the divine couple. And this is very, very favorable for our bhajan. We should not neglect this. We should understand this is an annual opportunity to enter into these very sweet moods that the gopis have for Radha and Krishna, that all the Brijbasis have for the divine couple. So that's why Gurudev is saying we are observing Julan Yatra and we are remembering the sweet pastimes of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. So now, completing this lecture of Gurudev's, because now he shifts from the Julan Yatra to Rupa Goswami. So when Srila Gurudev's discourse was completed, then over 200 devotees at Sri Rupa Sanatan Mandir, then they accompanied him on the 5-minute walk to Sri Gopinath Gaudiya Math, where they all performed the swing ceremony for Sri Sri Radha Gopinath, and they sang the same kirtan. Oh, they must not have had the swing there at that time, in that year. Maybe the swing for Rup Sanatan temple came after.
Well, I think Gurudev would go to different places. This is the Gopinath Gaudiya Math next to...
I know. Yeah, on the other side of Gopinath.
He would go to like a few different places. Like he would go to...
Oh, okay.
He would go to Gopinath Bhavan, he would go to Krishna Balaram Mandir.
Okay.
And then he'd go to Rup Sanatan, like he would just hang out and
Okay. So there at the Gopinath Gaudiya Math, they all performed the swing ceremony for Sri Sri Radha Gopinath, and they sang the same kirtan. And then the assembled devotees sat in the temple courtyard to hear Srila Gurudev speak once again. And then he said, "Tomorrow is the disappearance day of Srila Rupa Goswami. And even though there are many great acharyas, but Srila Rupa Goswami has been attributed with the honor of being that person who established the Manobhishtam, the innermost heart's desire of Sri Krishna in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That person. When Sriman Mahaprabhu came to the village of Ramakeli Gram, then he met with Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Sanatan Goswami. And he told them, "Leave your homes and be with me," Mahaprabhu told. And after a short time, they left their homes. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came from Vrindavan and then met with Srila Rupa Goswami at Prayag, at the confluence of the rivers Yamuna and Ganga. And Mahaprabhu told him the following. Now, Gurudev has just gone straight to the Rup Siksha. Here's what Mahaprabhu told Rupa Goswami. Para para shunya gabir bhakti rasa sindhu tomai chakaite tar kahi ek bindu. Mahaprabhu told Rupa Goswami that the bhakti rasa sindhu, the ocean of the transcendental mellows of devotional service, is so large that no one can estimate its length and its breadth. However, just to help you taste it, I am describing one drop. This is the introductory shloka of the 19th chapter of Madhya Lila, in which Rupa Siksha is narrated. So Lord Chaitanya, he gave one drop of the ocean of rasa to Srila Rupa Goswami, and that one drop was sufficient to inundate millions upon millions of universes. Just imagine. Later, then Mahaprabhu met with Srila Sanatana Goswami in Varanasi. So after some time, Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Sanatana Goswami, after some time they came here to Vrindavan. And they began to perform their bhajan. They began to perform their hearing, chanting, and remembering about Krishna. Then Rupa Goswami thought, in order to fulfill the innermost heart's desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I will write a drama. Rupa Goswami is thinking. So in this drama, I will explain the beauty of the meeting pastimes of Srimati Radhika and Sri Krishna in Vrindavan, and then also their separation pastimes, when Lord Krishna leaves Vrindavan and he goes to Mathura and Dwarka. I will explain how, by their expansions, Srimati Radhika and all the Sakhis, somehow or other, by the medium of their expansions, they went to Dwarka and they became Lord Krishna's 16,108 queens. He intended to write about this, but while he was traveling towards Jagannath Puri, he came to the village named what? Satyabhamapur. There in that village, Srimati Satyabhama Devi, who is Lord Krishna's chief queen, appeared to him in a dream, and she told him, please don't make only one drama. Please divide it into two parts. And then, when Srila Rupa Goswami finally arrived at Jagannath Puri, and he met with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then the Lord confirmed what he had heard from Srimati Satyabhama in his dream. Sriman Mahaprabhu told him, very simple, you know what he told him? To confirm the dream of Satyabhama telling him, write two separate dramas. Then Mahaprabhu confirmed what Satyabhama had told him in the dream by saying the following sentence. Don't take Lord Krishna out of Vrindavan. There's a shloka. Krishnonyos yadu sambhuto yakpurna sostyatak para Vrindavana parityajya sakvachin naiva gacchati. So this verse is actually quoted in the Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila, chapter 1, verse 67. So the translation of this verse is that the Krishna, who is known as Yadu Kumar, is Vasudev Krishna. That's why it says here, Yadu Sambhuto. So the Krishna who is known as Yadu Kumar, he is Vasudev Krishna. He is different from the Krishna who is the son of Nanda Maharaj. Yadu Kumar Krishna manifests his pastimes in the cities of Mathura and Dwarka. But Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, never at any time leaves Vrindavan. That's what Mahaprabhu told Rupa Goswami. Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. He never even sets one foot outside of Vrindavan. Then Srila Rupa Goswami divided his drama into two parts. The first part is called Vidagdha Madhava, Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan. And in the second part, it is called Lalita Madhava, where he goes to Dwarka, and all the gopis of Vrindavan were reunited with him in the form of the queens of Dwarka. Did you know that? Yeah. It's described how that happened. Very interesting description. So, why did Srila Rupa Goswami do this? Why did he do this? So this is a very deep Siddhanta, very deep Siddhanta. This conclusive philosophical truth is very deep. Now, Srila Kavi Karnapur, also a very great devotee, son of who? Shivananda Sain, Kavi Karnapur. He has composed Sri Ananda Vrindavan Champu, which we have in English. So beautiful. That book is... I would like to see the Sanskrit verses. We only have the English, but maybe they've...
I have it.
You have it? Okay, I want that.
But it's something about it.
Yeah, because it only has the English, that first version, but it's beautifully done. So, he has composed Sri Ananda Vrindavan Champu, and in this book, he described the pastimes of Lord Krishna from his birth up to Ras Leela and the divine couple's swing pastimes. And then he stopped there. He didn't go any further. Kavi Karnapur stopped his description of Krishna's pastimes at that point, before even Akrura came in the chariot to bring Krishna. He stopped. He did not describe anything further.
And also no gopi geet, nothing with any kind of separation, nothing sad.
Yeah. So, he described his birth up to his Ras Leela and the divine couple swing pastimes, and then he stopped there. He didn't go any further than this. He didn't describe about Krishna going to Mathura or Dwarka. Why? Why didn't he describe that? Because this separation mood is very difficult to tolerate for the pure devotees. He was thinking, my mistress, Radhika, she cannot tolerate this separation, so I'll not write about it. And then Srila Rupa Goswami, however, did he write about it? Srila Rupa Goswami, however, has written about the moods of both meeting and separation. Because, why? Why did he do that? Because this separation mood, it is a very deep, transcendental, ecstatic feeling. And at the time of meeting, though Radharani and Krishna are together, something may be forgotten or lost in the heart. Something. When they're together. But on the other hand, at the time of separation, there is complete meeting in new and fresh ways in the heart. And not only inside, but sometimes externally, there are spurtis, temporary visions in which the loved one is actually present. So knowing all these profound, transcendental, established truths, and wanting to establish the desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu within the world, Srila Rupa Goswami also glorified the mood of separation. And although this mood is very high, and it has many transcendental features that will not come at the time of meeting, still, it is not our goal of life. Although it's so high. But it is not our goal of life. Then Gurudev says, no Gaudiya Vaishnavas want that Sri Sri Radha and Krishna should be eternally separated. Even though it's the highest mood. What kind of person would want this? No Brajbasi would want it. However, there is a place for this separation mood, and Srila Rupa Goswami has explained this in his book, Ujjvala Nilamani. He says, Navina Vipralamba Sambhog Pushti Mashnute, means, without the mood of separation, the mood of meeting will not be nourished and will not come to the increasingly higher stages. So the pastimes of separation are very important because they play the role of nourishing the sweetness of meeting. So when Srila Rupa Goswami was in Puri with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then the Lord was dancing at the Ratha Yatra festival, and he was uttering a verse from a book of mundane poetry. What's that book called? Sahitya Darpana. Sahitya Darpana, mundane poetry book, and Mahaprabhu is uttering this verse again and again. And nobody could understand. Why is Mahaprabhu uttering a verse from a mundane poetry book about a mundane lover and beloved? So here's that verse. Mahaprabhu said, Yakko marahara sa eva hivaras ta eva chaitra kshapas te chon milita malati surabaya prodha kadambanila sa chaivasmi tatapi tatra surata vyapara lila vido reva rodasi vetasi tarutale chetak samutkantate. So here's this lady who is remembering, and she is contemplating how that same time period, same atmosphere was there when she was young and she met her master. So here's the translation, and Mahaprabhu singing this. That very personality who stole away my heart during my youth is now again my master. These are the same moonlit nights of the month of Chaitra. The same fragrance of malati flowers is there, and the same sweet breezes are blowing from the Kadamba forest. In our intimate relationship, I am also the same lover, yet my mind is not happy here. I am eager to go back to that place on the bank of the Reva under the Vetasi tree. That is my desire. So Gurudev is telling this in very brief. This is almost at the end of this lecture where I'll complete today's class. But then Gurudev says, no one who heard Mahaprabhu singing that could understand why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was uttering this verse and in what mood he was absorbed. No one could understand. There was one young boy there, however. Gurudev would say like that. One young boy was there. And his name was Rupa. And later on he became that very same Rupa Goswami. There and then, upon hearing this verse from Mahaprabhu, another verse appeared in his own heart, and he wrote it down. And here's that verse that appeared in Rupa Goswami's heart. Priyakso yam Krishna sahachari kurukshetra militas tataham saradha tadidam ubayo sangama sukam tatapyantak kelan madhura murali panchamajushe mano me kalindi pulina vipinaya sprihayati. So who's speaking this verse actually? Srimati Radhika is speaking this verse through the writing of Rupa Goswami. And Radhika is telling, my dear friend, now I have met my very old and my dear friend Krishna on this field of Kurukshetra. This is the chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam for the Brijvasis go to Kurukshetra and observe the rituals for the solar eclipse that would be happening. And at that time, after decades of separation, all the Brijvasis came on their bullock carts, and they came there to join the Yadu dynasty, of whom they were part of that family, of that dynasty. And the description there, you have to read it yourself, from that chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam. And what was the mood and feeling of Srimati Radhika, especially as they were nearing closer and closer and closer to Kurukshetra. And then finally, they're surrounded by thousands and thousands of chariots and horses and elephants and infantry and soldiers, and and Krishna, as the king of Dwarka, comes there, and the first time that Radha is meeting with Krishna after very long. Of course, we just heard that in her separation mood, she was continually meeting with Krishna, but in the separation mood. So now Rupa Goswami, hearing Mahaprabhu singing that verse of how a lady who was remembering her youth, and how she used to come to the bank of this river with a breeze and the scent of the flowers, and that's where she met her husband for the first time. But Mahaprabhu is singing that mundane song. Rupa Goswami is hearing that, then he composes this very verse, which is spoken, revealing the mood internally of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is the mood of Srimati Radharani meeting Krishna for the first time at Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra militas. So, Radharani is telling my dear friend, now I have met my very old and my dear friend Krishna on this field of Kurukshetra. I am the same Radharani, and now we are meeting together. It is very pleasant. It is very pleasant, but still, I would like to go to the bank of the Yamuna, beneath the trees of the forest there. I wish to hear the vibration of his sweet flute playing the fifth note within that forest of Vrindavan. So in this verse, Srila Rupa Goswami has clarified Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's inner meaning. And thus he revealed to the world the importance of Parakiya Rasa, the mood of paramour love between Lord Krishna and the gopis. Srila Rupa Goswami is that very person who established within this world the innermost heart's desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So after Sriman Mahaprabhu disappeared from the vision of the world, what happened at that time? In hundreds of years, the discussion of Parakiya Rasa, it was not prominent. And according to scripture, this mundane rasa, this worldly love between those who are unmarried, it is very immoral, illicit, and sinful. However, in addition to manifesting the endless varieties and wonder of Vipralamba and Sambhog, the meeting and separation pastimes of Radha and Krishna, Srila Rupa Goswami also established the superiority of Parakiya Rasa. He's the one who established that. How did he do that? By using evidence from many, many different shastras. He proved that Lord Krishna is not an ordinary Nayak. What does Nayak mean? It means a lover, mundane lover. And Radhika is not an ordinary Naika, beloved. These two are not ordinary mundane lover and beloved. He established this. In other words, when there is meeting between a mundane lover and beloved in the Parakiya mood, then it is very sinful. But Sri Krishna is a transcendental personality. He's God Himself. And everything is possible for Him. So therefore, if He is the object of the Parakiya Bhav, there is no fault. There is no defect in this. Rather, this is the topmost, supremely pure manifestation of Madhurya Prem, the romantic mood. Topmost, Parakiya. So Srila Rupa Goswami, he established the fact that Lord Krishna Himself came into this world to taste these mellows. And as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna experienced the Parakiya Bhakti Rasa that is within the heart of Srimati Radhika. He quotes the verse, Anarpita chirim chirat karunayavatirna kalo samarpaitum munatojvala rasam svabhakti shriyam Hari Purata Sundara Dyoti Kadamba Sandipita Sada Hridaya Kandare Spuratuva Sachinandanaha. So this is written by Rupa Goswami. It is one of the introductory verses to his Vidagdha Madhava, Lalita Madhava, I think. And in the chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Mahaprabhu, there's the whole description of how Rupa Goswami was staying there at the place of Haridas Thakur, and he was staying inside of a thatched roof cottage, and he wrote this verse on a palm leaf. Then he took the verse and he stuck it, because he was going to go to the ocean. So for protecting that, he stuck it with just a little bit sticking out from the thatched roof. And then he went to take his bath in the ocean. In the meantime, Mahaprabhu came there. And he didn't come alone. He came with Ramananda Roy, Swarup Damodar, and many of the other bhaktas. And when Mahaprabhu came, he happened to notice this palm leaf sticking out from the thatched roof, and he pulled it out and he read it. And when he read it, he was so pleased. And shortly thereafter, Rupa Goswami returned, and Mahaprabhu saw Rupa. Rupa came and touched his feet and paid his full dandavats to Mahaprabhu. And when he sat up, Mahaprabhu gave him a gentle slap on his cheek. That, how could you have known my inner heart? How could you have known that? You know? So in that same meeting, then there was a conference. And in that conference, especially Ramananda Roy began to question Rupa Goswami. Oh, we heard you're writing a drama. And so please tell us, what is your introductory shloka? Please tell us this, that. Who are the characters? Like this. Because Ramananda Roy is also an author of dramas. So then, when he requested Rupa Goswami to recite this shloka that he had written for that introduction, right? Rupa Goswami became very shy. Why? Well, first of all, he's in the presence of these great, exalted personalities who are his seniors and superiors to him. And what to speak of Mahaprabhu himself. And because in this shloka, he's mentioning Mahaprabhu by the name of Sachinandana in a very kind of cryptic way until you get to the last words of the verse. So he was hesitating a bit, but Ramananda Roy encouraged him. Yes, go, chant. Chant your shloka. Recite this shloka. As he was reciting this shloka, Mahaprabhu, this Anarpita Chirim Chirat shloka, Mahaprabhu was extremely ecstatic. You know, until the end of the shloka. So, in this shloka, Rupa Goswami is telling everyone that may the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachi Devi, but that's not told till the end of the shloka, may he be transcendently situated in the innermost chambers of your heart. Because why? Because this personality who has appeared in this age of Kali, resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, he has appeared in this age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before, the most sublime and radiant mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. This is Prabhupada's translation. So, when Mahaprabhu heard at the end of the shloka, because up to that point, Rupa Goswami is describing Anarpita Chirim Chirat. It has not been given for a very long time. But out of Karunayavatirana Kalo, he has descended in order to give Samarpaitum, Unnata Ujvala Rasa, Swabhakti Shriya. Mahaprabhu up to that point, he's, yeah, so beautiful, so beautiful. Hari Purata Sundara Dyuti, Kadamba Sandipita, like shining like thousands of beautiful moons and suns. He has come by his causeless mercy to give what no incarnation has ever given before. And who is that? Then Rupa Goswami gives a prayer. Sada Hridaya Kandare, Sada Hridaya Kandare Spuratu Va. May that Lord who has done this, who has descended, may he appear within the core of your heart. And who is he? Spuratuva Sachinandanaha. Then when Mahaprabhu heard his name, Sachinandan, then his expression changed. And like, what have you done? You have spoiled this whole shloka by the ending, you know. But all the Vaishnavas, they were overwhelmed with bliss when they heard this shloka. So that's one of Gurudev's favorite shlokas that he would like to quote from Rupa Goswami. So then Gurudev is telling us that the verse of Narottam Das Thakur, Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. I offer my respectful obeisances to my spiritual master who, although I was born in the darkness of ignorance, my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. And then he goes on, when will Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, who has established within this material world the mission to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya, when will he give me shelter under his lotus feet? So now Srila Gurudev is concluding, and he's saying, these deliberations and these philosophical conclusions are extremely deep, and they are very difficult to understand. It is therefore essential that one should come under the guidance of a self-realized guru and under the guidance of pure devotees, and should give one's full time and energy very hard labor and very enthusiastic work in the service of that Guru and in chanting the holy names of Krishna and performing bhajan. One should also make a great effort to understand and to realize the reason for which Srila Rupa Goswami appeared in this world and why he wrote so many books like Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Sri Ujjvala Nilamani, Vidagdha Madhava, Lalita Madhava. So unless one comes to the lotus feet of Sri Guru and makes a very great endeavor to understand these topics, unless someone does that, now hear what Gurudev says. I'm repeating that again. Unless one comes to the lotus feet of Sri Guru and makes a very great endeavor to understand these topics, then after some time, he will be taken away by Maya and engage in mundane activities. This is a very important point. That's how he ended his lecture. And then Gurudev announced at the end of this class that all the devotees will meet him again at Rup Sanatan Mandir on the following morning to observe Sri Rupa Goswami's disappearance day at 6 a.m. And they will go together to Sri Radha Damodar Mandir, to Rupa Goswami Samadhi and Bhajan Kutir, and there they will have more kirtan and glorification. So that's the end of Srila Gurudev's wonderful 2 lectures on Jhulan Yatra and Rupa Goswami. That completes our Hari Katha. We went an extra hour. Generally we stop at 2 or sometimes even 1:30, but we started a bit late, and this is worthwhile. Time spent in a very worthwhile way. So, what can we say? How all of our acharyas, how Srila Prabhupada gave us the whole Chaitanya Charitamrita. If we didn't have that Chaitanya Charitamrita, we wouldn't be able to truly understand what Gurudev is giving. And the Bhagavatam. And how Gurudev gave us the essence of the Bhagavatam. So our life is a very blessed life that somehow we've come into this line, in this human body, at the time when Mahaprabhu's mission is spreading all over the world by the service done by his pure devotee followers in this Rupanuga Guru Varga. And so this wealth that Rupa Goswami has given, it will be distributed throughout the entire world in the course of Mahaprabhu's distribution of this benediction, this mercy that Mahaprabhu has come to give to all the jivas. So we sit here today on this auspicious day of the disappearance day of Srila Rupa Goswami at the lotus feet of Gurudev in his samadhi here, praying to him and all of our previous acharyas, and at the lotus feet of Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Radha Vinod Bihari Jiu. And this second day of Jhulan Yatra, we are now completing our Hari Katha, and our next class will be on Baladev Purnima on Monday, and that will be the ending day of Jhulan Yatra. So, all glories to Srila Rupa Goswami, all glories to the 6 Goswamis, all glories to our Rupanuga Acharyas, all glories to our immediate contemporary acharyas of the modern day who have done this great service of giving the world this incredible treasures and even more to come So we're bowing down at the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami on this day and praying with heartfelt longing that one day a tiny little drop of His mercy can actually come into our heart, so that we can develop a very strong internal desire and taste for absorbing ourselves day and night in this process of Rag Marg Bhakti that Mahaprabhu has come to give, and Rupa Goswami has distributed the essence and the complete science of this pure bhakti in the mood of the Brijabasis, Raga Nuga Bhakti, and following in the footsteps of all of our Rupanuga Acharyas. We pray on this day that they can all shower their mercy on our heads, and we can become actual Vaishnavas, and one day in the future we can actually become Rupanuga Vaishnavas. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada Tirobhav Maha Mahotsav Titi Ki Jai. Srila Rupa Goswami Pada Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna. Jaya Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda Radhe. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jaya Radha, Radha Gopinatha, Radha Gopinatha Radhe. Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda Radhe. Jaya Radha Shyama Sundar, Radha Shyama Sundar Radhe. Jaya Radha Damodar, Radha Damodar Radhe. Jaya Radha Ramana, Radha Ramana Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Vinod Bihari, Radha Vinod Bihari Radhe. Jaya Radha Raman Bihari Radha Raman Bihari Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Oh Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe Oh Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe 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 Govinda 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 Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Rupa Goswami Jaya Rupa Goswami Rupa Goswami Jaya Rupa Goswami Jaya Rupa Manjari Jaya Rupa Manjari Rupa Manjari Jaya Rupa Manjari Rupa He Rupa He Rupa He Rupa He Oh Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vrindai Tulsi Debai Priyai Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satchavachai Namo Nama Vansha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhu Cha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. All glory to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.